So let me start by greeting all of you. It's been a while. I've taught you guys. It's been a while I've hosted this free class I used to host, right? I know you guys have missed me. You guys have been wondering where I've been. I've been trying to get myself together because most of you that are really close to me would know that I'm no longer in Nigeria, right? So I really took a long break to adjust and everything. So I'm back now. I'm back properly, and it's gonna be trading upon knowledge, upon giveaways, and all of that stuff. All right. So now today's topic is how you should be trading in 2025, 2026, like the step-by-step process to building fast wealth with trading. We all know trading is not a get rich quick scheme. Everybody should know that. If you're coming to trading with that mindset, you should be getting ready for doom because I mean there is no proper business that you will start today and in the space of 3 to 6 months you're looking to start seeing millions, unless it's ritual. Unless you want to start selling body parts or you want to start doing kidnapping and arm robbery and all of that stuff. But if you are looking to go into a proper business, there is no way you don't want to be realistic um with your success, what they call it, with your success and all of that. Do you get what I'm saying? So now there is this thing about trading that most mentors tell you that I want to debunk right now. This mindset that you can trade with a little amount of money, right? I think that's the first mistake most of you guys that are coming to trading come with. You come with this mindset that I feel most people, you see them on Instagram telling you how they traded $1 to 1,000, how they turned $5 to 10,000. You're coming with that mindset that you can use little to make more. And most times you don't understand that for someone to turn $10 to 1K or 2K that easily, there there is a lot of background stuff that happened that they didn't show you, right? That person must have wasted a lot of $10, a lot of $50 several times before that one clicked, and then he made a video about it and posted it for you guys to see. And now everybody's having that mindset that you need just $20, $50, and then tomorrow you're big in Forex, right? It's not gonna work like that for real. For me, the first thing I will tell you is your minimum, if you want to start trading, should be $100, right? I'll teach you how to utilize the $100 properly. I'm not giving you a guarantee that your $100 is not going to like get missing while trading. I'm not giving you a guarantee that if you start with $100, then you are going to, turn it to 1K or something. This is just the bare minimum you should start with. Like you should have your mindset should get to start trading with, right? It's just like you saying you want to build muscles without going to the gym. You need capital to trade. It's also just like you saying you want to gain girls, you want to get girls without looking good, right? Your account size needs to look good for you to literally start making it big in trading. And now some of you will be asking me, how do I expect you to get this $100? Because I know it's not everybody here that can easily afford $100, right? I know what I'm saying. I was once there. So now you can literally get this $100 by saving. I mean, there are a lot of stuffs we do every day with money that's not necessary, especially for someone that has a goal, right? You've told yourself that you want to be a profitable trader, and you find yourself spending money on sporty bet. You're spending your money on things that are not even valuable to you. I mean, you're spending money on OS, hookup, and all of this stuff. All this money, if saved in months, can generate you your $100 and above. And now, there are smart ways to use this $100, right? $100 is the bare minimum, but it's still little compared to what proper traders are using to trade, right? Because there are traders you see trading with $1 million, $100,000, 50K, 20K, and all of that. Now, your $100 is just like ticking change compared to what they are trading with. And one mistake most people make is they just go straight up, fund this $100 into their dollar account, and then you're trying to trade 1% of $100. This is one crazy mistake people always make, because your mentor said always trade 1 to 3% of your account size, and then your mentor is using $50,000 to trade, and he is spending 1% per trade. I mean, you know how much he's going to be making per trade if he's using 1% compared to you using 1% of $100. That's why, okay, let me tell you this. As a day before yesterday, there was someone that came to my DM crying on how he has been trading for 5 years with nothing to show for it. I don't really understand how true that was, because why would you be trading for 5 years with nothing to show for it? Because I thought throughout that 5 years, you are meant to be gaining knowledge as you're moving on. I mean, learn from your mistakes and all of that. You've been doing the same thing over and over and over. You've been with the same mentor over and over and over, and there is no success to show for all of your suffering throughout 5 years. I mean, that is a sign that you need to change whatever you're doing, right? You've been risking 1% of $100 for 5 years. I used to think in 2025 that same 1% is going to get you rich. No, it's not. And by the way, there are people that don't know that your stop loss as a swing trader is going to be different from your stop loss as an intraday trader, and it's also going to be different from your stop loss range of a scalper. Now, as a scalper, you're trading on the 5 minute to 1 minute time frame, right? Highest stop loss you can be getting there is 30 pips. I don't want to know what way you determine your stop loss. Maybe you're putting your stop loss on the highest higher high, or the lowest lower low, whatever. It can never be more than 30 to 40 pips as a scalper, right? Now, as an intraday trader, your stop loss range should be around 40 pips to 80 pips. And as a swing trader, it's from 80 to whatever, right? Now, you're trying to use 1% of $100. You know, when you're trying to get your lot size, you go to this FX calculator and all of that. They calculate your pip size and your value, your lot size value and all of that. You're calculating 1%, and let's say your stop loss is 160 pips. That's why whenever I drop trades, people always come to ask me, why is my stop loss always high? Why is this always high? Because I am not using $100 to trade. I mean, if I'm risking 3% of my account size, they will definitely give me a lot size to use. Unlike people that are using $100, $50, you can't trade the signals I give. And that's why whenever you take the signals I give, you always come back to me telling me, oh, the stuff went back and hit my SL, and I wonder why it's now in profit and I'm not in profit, blah, 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 blah. I mean, there is a smart way you can still use this $100 to still take these trades I'm taking. There are brokers that offer you cent account, right? I see no reason why you want to fund $100 as a dollar account, because like you will not have the leverage that people that are trading higher accounts have. Because if you're calculating your lot size, they can literally give me, let's say I'm using $1,000, right? I want to spend 3%, and my stop loss is 200 pips. If I'm using 3%, that lot size can be 0.02 for a $1,000 account. Now, you also trying to spend 3% of $100, your lot size will not even be found. It will still be 0.00, telling you that you're not even meant to take that trade. Why? Because your account size is not proper, right? So now you can literally fund a cent account, and that $100 would give you how much? 100 cents is equals to $1. So $100 will be 10,000 cents. Now, if you're using 10,000 cents to trade, if you're calculating your lot size to use in 10,000, because now it's now in cents form, you can literally put it as your capital as $10,000, right? But you definitely know that it's not dollars, it's cents you're using. Why are you doing it like that? So you can literally get the proper lot size to use per trade. Now you're risking 3. I advise people not to even use 1%, because 1% will never get you rich, no matter the amount you're using. I've never traded 1%. I mean, I traded 1% during my first year. It never got me profitable. I would advise you to literally risk 3% to 5% per trade. All right. Now, people will tell me it's fucking risky. I mean, there is no way you want to become profitable or successful or anything without putting in risk. I mean, you coming into the world was a risk. Your mother giving birth to you was a risk. There was a risk that she could have died. You could have died. Your father literally having sex with your mom was a risk. Everything in life is a risk. You can't say you're avoiding risk and you're trying to get profitable at this thing you're doing. All right. So I would suggest, I even sometimes suggest 10%, because if you really are the person that has access to capital, like you can easily see $100, $200, $500, $1K. I'll advise 10% if you are sure of your strategy. I'm coming to that, all right? Now, but let's not use this 10% now, because I believe we all here are either beginners or intermediary traders, right? Now, 3% to 5% is what I advise. So let's stick with 3%. If you're risking 3% per trade, let's do the calculation right now. If you're risking 3% per trade, that means you have sorry. What am I even doing? 3% times $100 is 3. So that means you're going to be using $3 per trade to get. Now there is another mistake you guys make, right? I see people that are taking trades, and according to SMC traders, you see them going for 1 to 7 risk to reward ratio. That's one big mistake I would not support. I've never supported that, and I will never support that, because it's not your daddy that owns the market, right? Now, sorry, my words can be harsh, but like it doesn't make sense you going for 1 to 7, because the market is always open Monday to Friday, every week, every month, every year. You're going for 1 to 8 as if you're not going to trade again the next week. And most times you notice that this trade sometimes doesn't even get to 1:8. It gets to 1:3, and then it starts to reverse. Most times you hit your break even. Most times people that don't even set break even go back to stop loss. It's not realistic, right? I'll advise 1:2 to 1:4 at most. 1:4 is even too much. All right. So now let me use 1:2. You're risking 3% of your $100 to get 1:2 risk to reward. That means by every trade you take, you're expecting to get $6 back if it goes well, and you're expecting to lose just $3 if it goes south, right? Now you need to take, sorry. Now if you're gonna be now sorry, if you're going to be taking 3% per trade from $100, that's $3 per trade. Let's divide 100 divided by 3. That means you have 33 chances to lose your $100. Mind you, you will not be having these 33 chances if you are funding $100 straight. You are only going to be having these 33 chances if you're funding your $100 as a cent account. That is $10,000. Now, FS calculator is going to be giving you the exact lot size to use in order for you to determine that 3%. But if you're funding $100 as a dollar account, you will never get that lot size proper. Are you getting the difference now? So I'm giving you the smart way to fund $100 and the smart way to utilize $100. I mean, fund it either as a cent account if you know that your money is not up to $1,000. Anything below $1,000 should be funded as a cent account if you want to be trading technically. I mean, as a technical trader, you want to be analyzing every day. You want to be coming to the market every day and funding your account every day and trading every day and taking trades every day. You fund anything below $1,000 as a cent account. It gives you proper leverage to calculate lot size and utilize lot size properly, right? Now, the second smartest way to use $100 is buying a prop firm account. I mean, you can use $100 to get access to like a higher amount, like 10,000. There are prop firms that sell $10,000 for $100. There are some that sell 5K for $100, depending on whatever rules and regulations that prop firm gives you. It gives you a better leverage than you funding $100 alone, right? Now, let me give you the difference between funding your main account and difference between buying a prop firm account. A prop firm account literally helps you stay true to your rules and regulations. It helps you obey that daily loss and weekly loss and monthly loss, whatever, blah blah blah. I only used a prop firm once, and the time I used a prop firm, I enjoyed it because I cashed out from it twice before I blew it. All right. But right now, I've been trading with just my money and it's been going well for me. All right. So if you don't want to be under a set of rules, probably you're the kind of person that rules and regulations like turns you off. It's like it's not like comfortable for you to like trade under those sets of rules and regulations. Then you need to like fund your account as a cent account. It gives you that rest of mind that there are some prop firms that will tell you you can't hold trades over the weekend. You can't do this over the weekend. You can't take all those kind of rubbish rules. If you don't want those kind of rules, then just fund a cent account for real. You'll be having like $10,000, $20,000, 30K, but you yourself, it's a cent account. It's not dollars, right? It's just for the leverage. So I've talked about the minimum amount you should use to trade. I've talked about the smart ways to use it. It's just two smart ways: a cent account and buying a prop firm account. Now let's go to the platforms you need to use to trade. All right, I want to keep this class as short as possible, and probably there'll be time for you guys to, converse with me, ask me questions, and all of that. Now, the platforms for you to use, sorry, there are a lot of platforms that you guys waste your time on, and I feel it's one reason why you're not profitable. There are platforms, there are a lot of platforms that are not necessary. Platforms for journaling, platforms for recording, platforms for AI, platforms for analyzing, platforms for indicators. A lot of traders, a lot of upcoming traders waste their money subscribing for all of these platforms that have no use. For real, they are really of no use. All this AI indicator, blah blah blah, buying this here and there courses, it's of no use. As a beginner trader, you only need three indicators, right? Sorry, you only need three platforms to like focus on, and you'll be profitable if you keep showing up every day. All right. Now, what are those platforms? I hope you guys are writing down, because I might not remember some things I'm saying. It just comes to my head. The first platform is your broker or your prop firm account. Now, I've told you your broker is where you're funding your cent account. And if you have anything above $1,000, you're funding, what am I saying? You're funding a dollar account. Anything below 1,000, you're funding a cent account. So your first platform that you're putting all your concentration on is your broker. That platform is where you're funding, you're getting access to your money, all of that stuff. We all know what the broker does. Like, that's why I asked you guys how long you guys have been trading. So I know I'm not having to start from beginning to be saying what is a broker and all of that stuff. All right. The second platform you need to focus on is TradingView. Now, there are a lot of platforms that are similar to TradingView that I'm sure some of you guys have. After today, you just need to delete it because it's of no use. It's just distractions upon distractions upon distractions. With just TradingView, you can be profitable. You don't need all this. What's the name of this one? And they'll tell you it's for easy back testing. You don't need all this rubbish, for real. You don't need all of these things. TradingView, your broker or your prop firm, and Forex Factory. Forex Factory is not really that important if you're a swing trader. I'm talking from experience, because most times when I analyze swing trades on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, during the NFP, I'm surprised that NFP follows most of my analysis. Why? Because a daily candlestick takes a day to form. A weekly candlestick takes a week to form. NFP happens in just 1 hour. So what is happening in 1 hour cannot change a week analysis. Is what I need to understand. So if you're analyzing weekly and you're sure of that analysis, you can take that trade and forget it. I mostly forget my trades doing NFP. I don't shake unless I have another account and I just want to take that NFP signal at that moment. I just trade that NFP signal. But if it's my swing trades, I'm not scared. If he wants to hit SL, he hits SL. If it's going to hit TP, it's going to hit TP. But I kid you not, most times NFP helps your swing trades hit TP. Because if it's going to be correct, that move is going to like help you hit TP1, TP2. If the type that is going for 4 to 1, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, it can help you hit your TPs if you are correct. I mean, when I mean if you're correct, your type that follows the trend and all of that stuff. NFP most times doesn't go against the trend. That's what I want you to understand. If you're analyzing on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, that's when NFP can go against your trend, because that trend is not strong. But there's not how you see a trend on the weekly time frame, a week trend or a daily trend and you tell me NFP is going to go against it, it doesn't have the power to, most times. Do you get it? So now, one other platform that we all know, there is no how, I don't even need to call this like the MT5. You know you cannot take trades at your MT5, so it's not necessary. Your three platforms is your broker, your prop firm, your trading view, and your Forex factory. All right. Now I've handled three things here right now. Now, after all of these stuffs, after knowing how much you need to use to start trading and the smart ways to fund your account to capitalize on that $100, mind you, I did not talk about $50. By now, I'm sure that most of us that have been trading for 1 year would know that $50 is not going to take you anywhere. $10 cannot take you anywhere. $20 cannot take you anywhere. I mean, if you're funding $10, like it's nothing for you. Like, just move your mind. You're not a trader. You're just trying to gamble. All right. 10, 50, 70, whatever, it's not going to take you anywhere unless you want to gamble that money, unless you want to go all in at that moment. But saying you want to start trading proper, you want to like put your mind into this, you want to do this shit and do it right, $100 should be your minimum, right? Now, when you've done all of that, you funded it, you've thought about, can I fund this as a cent account or should I buy a prop firm? And you've, chosen what is proper for you, then you pick whatever works for you. Then your platforms, you put that in mind as well. And after all these 3 points, you need to know that to be profitable, you need a strategy. Now, on YouTube, there are over 1 billion strategies. As I'm talking to you right now, there are over 5 strategies right now that I'm watching myself that I would love to share with you guys. I will literally make YouTube videos on them. The strategies work for real, but I want to test them out myself. I don't bring what doesn't work for you guys. Now, what makes your strategy good? What will make your strategy good to the point where you're so comfortable, like the way I am so comfortable that I can make analysis in front of anybody and give the person to trade that analysis. I can analyze the market for you right now, and I'm super comfortable that I'm giving you this trade to take. If it hits SL, it hits SL, but I'm sure that most of the time it must go TP ways. Is your strategy needs to have a pattern. Now, a lot of mentors will tell you your strategy needs to do this. I don't even know what they tell you guys, but I'm trying to make this as simple as ever for you, right? Number one thing your strategy needs to have is a pattern. What's a pattern? Something that that's occurred over and over and over and over in the market. Now, people don't really know how to backtest. If you're backtesting, going back 1 year is nothing. Going back 2 years is nothing. For you to backtest, you need to sit your ass down and go back 5 years before you can be sure that that strategy is working and is working, and you feel confident that is why I take trades and I'm super confident, because I've seen this thing over and over and over for 5 good years. You can't say you're checking something for 1 year and then you're sure, because the market changes yearly. I mean, the big traders, the big banks change their strategies yearly. So if something has happened over the space of 1 year, you can't compare it to something that's happened over the space of 5 years. Someone you've known for 1 year, you can't compare the trust you have for that person over someone you've met and known for 5 years. So your strategy needs to have a pattern that's happened over and over and over. I'm not trying to tell you what to use, SMC, price action, whatever, indicator, blah, blah, blah. Even if you're using an indicator, you can still be profitable. Fuck what anybody's telling you about how you need to get this precise entry, blah, blah, blah. If you're only focusing on moving average, you're using only moving average 50 and 20, and you're trading moving average cross. If you have gone back 5 years time and you've now how to backtest. Let's say your strategy is moving average cross. You go back 5 years, you catch every moving average cross. Let's say you see 2,000 moving average crosses. You now check how many of them hit your TP. If you're going for 2 to 1, stick to 2 to 1 in all the trades you're taking. You can't choose 2 to 1 today and then you choose 5 to 1 tomorrow and then you pick 10 to 1 next tomorrow because you feel okay, this is an uptrend, and since it's an uptrend, I'm going for 10 to 1. This is a downtrend and I want to catch the retracement, so I'm going to 2 to 1. No, if you're going for 10 to 1, which is stupid, pick the 10 to 1 and be going. May your stupidity they last long like that. You get. If you're going for 2 to 1, stick to 2 to 1, because what makes you profitable is your ability to repeat something over and over and over and over and over. And while you're repeating these things, you're journaling. I mean, people don't journal because they feel they have retentive memory, but I kid you not, you forget a lot of things you've done 1 hour ago, because there are a lot of things in this head apart from trading. I mean, you need to write down. Now, I think I told you guys before that you can journal online and all of that. I would not even advise you journaling online right now, because journaling online is for only those that, I feel journaling online works for only those that trade swing trades, people that take only one trade a day. That's where journaling online, you just write it down. I took this trade online, blah blah blah, Euro CHF today, tomorrow you take another one trade. But if you're the type of person that takes 1, 2, 3 trades, bro, go buy a book and a biro and ruler. Write everything. When you analyze and you see a trade you want to take, you see the entry point, you write it down. GBP USD, the time you are about to take the trade, with your confluences, blah 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 blah. You screenshot that chart, you keep it in your gallery, and all of that stuff. Have a book and a biro, for real. Now, apart from the pattern, your strategy also needs to have risk management. I mean, a strategy with just patterns, with something that occurs over and over and over without risk management, is rubbish. What is risk management? Your risk management entails how much you're willing to risk. 1% of your account is rubbish. I keep on saying it. Most traders like Forex keep on saying it. You can't be profitable with 1%. Unless you have the likes of $100,000 and all of that. If you don't have all of those money, 1% can never ever make you profitable with that little money you have. Now, your risk management scheme should be 3% to 5%, like I said, and 2 to 1 risk to reward, or 3 to 1 risk to reward. If you're the type that you're not sure of your analysis yet, you feel your strategy is not that strong, you don't have any reason to stick to 3 to 1, because most times 3 to 1 doesn't hit, but 2 to 1 hits. And that's why you see most traders, I will still call Forex, Jeffrey Benson, Q Banks, and all of that. You see them using 2 to 1. I feel most times you ask yourself, why are these people using 2 to 1? Like, but they are too good now. Why can't they go for something big? No, they know what they are doing. They don't want to be greedy. The market is open every day. The market is open every day. You have opportunities every day. If you're repeating the same stuff over and over, 2 to 1 over and over, in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, your 2 to 1 will become better than your 2 to 1 of last year, because you are amending your strategy over and over. And most times, if you're having 5 losses last year, this year that 5 will reduce to 3, that 3 can reduce to 1. You will definitely take risk, you will definitely take losses, but it's not going to be as much as it was the last years. And as you're graduating like that, you're getting better and better. All right, your strategy needs to have a pattern, a risk management, And lastly, psychology. I mean, this is where it gives a lot of people headache. If your strategy has patterns and risk management, and you don't have a profitable mindset to hold trades, to cut a trade, not to revenge trade, all of that stuff, your strategy is as good as zero. I mean, that's the reason why I took my time to literally give these free classes every week, because I feel, like I said before, as a trader, you need motivation from anywhere you can get it. I got motivation from a lot of people. I paid for a lot of motivation, but I feel like not everybody has money to waste. And as a mentor, you really need to be able to give back something. Not everything has to be paid for, right? I mean, it gives you more value. It helps people see you as a more better mentor than when everything is to be paid for. Like you see most mentors out there do. They pay for this, you pay for that, you pay for nah. It shouldn't be like that. Psychology is something that every trader has issue, every beginner trader has issue with. So why not just host free psychological classes to just remind traders that yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel and this thing you're doing can still work, because everybody is planning on like giving up. There is no how. While you're trading, you would have thought of giving up at one time or the other, right? So that's why your psychology is very important. You really need to build that part. It is really, really important. Now, after you knowing how much you're going to be using to trade, smart ways to fund, the platforms to use, and how to build a strategy, you now need to know that you need time. There is no how you have all of these four things and you don't have time and you think you're going to like make it, right? You need time. Time to learn this art of trading, time to practice it, time to execute it. You cannot have time for one and not having time for the other two. You cannot have time for two and not having time for the other one. You need to be able to put in time to learn 1 to 2 hours a day for 3 to 6 months for just learning. You really need to put time. At this point, you're not planning on taking any fucking trade. You're not planning on, oh, early bloomer is here. You're not planning on taking any fucking trade while you're learning. That's one mistake people make. Trying to take trades as a learner in your 1 month to 6 months of learning. That is where you are learning, like all your time learning. You're getting knowledge from only one source, not from here, 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 here. That's another mistake. You're learning from this mentor. You have a mentor. Your mentor is teaching you this, is teaching you A, B, C, D. You now go on YouTube. You now see another mentor that's telling you, oh, these are a strategy that can make you 5 billion in 2 weeks. And you now say, okay, well, let me learn this one and this one at the same time. You're giving your head stress. You're putting in what your mentor is giving you. You're putting in garbage that YouTube is giving you. And now you now be saying, okay, well, let me add it to my conference. You now start adding rubbish upon rubbish upon rubbish upon rubbish. You're gathering rubbish. All this rubbish is still rubbish. You need time to learn one thing. Now, I guess you guys have always heard that. You've always heard this saying that people say that a fighter that learns different styles. How do they say that thing? A wrestler or a fighter that learns different styles is less. Oh, sorry, a fighter that learns one style and sticks to one style is more feared or should be more feared than the fighter that learns 1,000 skills. You really don't need 1,000 skills. Now, the reason why mentors will teach you 10 skills or 10 strategies is for you to pick one and stick to one. That one you are picking is the easiest one your brain accepts. You're not going for something that is too complicated. Now, let me now bust your bubble. Out of the people that are trading SMC and ICT, 60% of them are trading ICT because, oh, it looks complicated and I feel this is the proper way to trade because there are lines here and there and there, and it's all FBG, ICT, BOS, blah blah blah. All these names just a sweet you. It's obonge name. You don't want to be using trend line. It's too easy. 60% of people that are doing all these things, all this ICT, don't know what they are doing. They just go there because, oh, everybody's in ICT, and I feel like if I'm still using price action in 2025, I'm losing. No. Even if you're using indicators in 2025, you can still be more profitable than an ICT trader. You can still be more profitable than me with just moving average. The reason why mentors teach you over 20 skills or over 20 strategies is for you to pick one, not two, one, and stick to one. And that one you're picking is the easiest one that you have tried, or okay, you tried. Now mentors will teach you one strategy today. They will tell you, a good mentor, sorry, will teach you one strategy today and tell you, I'm giving you 1 day off to practice it, or 2 days off to practice it. I mean, a good mentor will not teach you a strategy today and then tomorrow is giving you another strategy when you can't practice anything. They will teach you one, give you Tuesday to practice it, or Wednesday to practice it, then teach you another one Thursday, give you Friday. That's why I said it needs to take you 1 month to 6 months to learn. You can't learn Forex in 1 month or 2 months because it's learning and practicing time upon time. Now, when you've practiced all these strategies as they are teaching you, you now say, okay, after the end of the class, so the easiest one to me was breakout and retest. I want to stick to breakout and retest. That is how trading should be. The easiest one. If the easiest one was the indicator class, moving average, stick to it. If you can pick it over and over and over and over, if you're using 1 to 2, there are times markets will hit 1 to 2. There are times markets will hit your SL. Even if you're using SMC, using SMC doesn't mean you will never still hit SL. You will still hit SL. What makes you profitable is you being able to repeat that stuff over and over and over. There are times when the market will be nice. There are times when the market will be bad. You just need to understand it. All right? You need time to learn this. 1 to 6 months. You need another 1 to 6 months to practice this. Now, this 1 to 6 months learning is not the time for you to trade. Like I said, you're not taking any motherfucking trade. Now, the 1 to 6 months of practicing, it's now the time you can start taking little minor trades with your $100 as a cent account or as a profit account. Then after that 1 year, there is no how you tell me you did one thing over and over and over, and you journaled, you wrote down your mistakes, you went back to know what your mistakes were, you learned from those mistakes, and your next year is never going to be better than that year. Right? Time is going to be your best friend. Time is going to be your worst enemy. Time is going to be your best friend in the sense that you would literally, when you put in time to learn and put in time to execute, you literally start seeing that I'm seeing my strategy play out here and here and here. It's making sense. You see your strategy playing out. You're happy that this thing I learned, I'm seeing it now, like in real life. This one is not back testing now. This is real life. Time will be your worst enemy when you see your trade on a higher time frame, and now it's time for you to wait for entry. You need to wait. You need that time. You need time. Like, patience and execution needs to come in handy. That's why your psychology needs to be top notch. Right? I said you need 1 to 2 hours every day to learn. 1 to 2 hours every day to practice, and you have to give yourself 3 to 6 months each. Everybody's time is different. It depends on your availability to the market, right? I've had students that have made it in 6 months. I've had students that have made it in 1 year. I've had students that in 5 years they have not figured out shit. Probably because they were less available. They didn't give themselves that time. They were giving excuses that, oh, I'm working and I need to take Forex as a part-time business, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's time is different depending on your availability to the market. Lastly, after all of this I've mentioned, the last thing you need to have to become profitable is the balls, the lever. The lever to put money at risk. Because now that $100 you're using to trade, that your first $100 you're using to trade, I kid you not, might not be the same $100 you would be using to trade in 2 years. You might blow it. Yes, there is a possibility you'll blow it. Now you need to have balls to fund another one because you're chasing that dream. It is your dream. If you have all these things I mentioned, first of all, going well, and you don't have balls to come again, to show up again after you take a huge loss, which will surely always come, then trading is not for you. You need to have the balls to put money at risk. You need to have the balls to handle losses. You need to have the balls to hold profit. You can't say you trust your strategy. You've back tested your strategy. Your strategy was hitting 4 to 1 every single time. Sorry, most of the times. And then it now comes to execution. Your trade has hit 1 to 1, and then you're shaking. Oh, I want to end it. I want to cut it. I don't think it's no. You need to have the balls to hold trades. You need to have the balls to respect your strategy and respect your risk management. Respect your psychology. There's going to be a lot of risk put into the market. There's going to be a lot of sleepless nights, and there's going to be a lot of money to be made after you've suffered all of this. If you have not suffered all of this, ask yourself, the reason why you're not still profitable is because you're lacking something. You're not doing something right. It might be the time you're putting into the game. It might be you don't have the balls to put in money. Because now, Forex is just like mathematics, right? In school, they'll tell you, if you leave mathematics for 1 day, maths will leave you for 1 week. That was what our teachers and our parents were telling us at that time. So, learn maths back to back. It's just like Forex. If you leave Forex for 1 week, Forex will leave you for 2 months. You need to practice that stuff over and over and over for it to get stuck in your head. You don't need to be a graduate. You don't need to be a bookworm. You don't need to be the best mathematician, the best economist to trade Forex. You only need to be willing to put in the work. As an illiterate, you can still trade Forex and do it well. For real. You don't need to waste your time on communities that don't motivate you. You don't need to waste your time on communities that are not giving you signals. Signals that they are giving you are not making sense. You're just joining. You call yourself a beginning trader, and you're in 10 communities. Those 10 communities are not giving you motivation. They're just giving you signals that are rubbish. And you see this person saying buy gold, this person saying sell gold, this person saying buy gold. You're confused. You're still confusing yourself. Communities that are only giving you motivation are the ones you should be in, and it should not be more than 2. You don't need to join communities that are giving you strategies here and there, signals here and there, especially signals that you don't resonate with. Because you see people that you're in communities that, for instance, I saw this community on Telegram. They call it Elliott wave count, whatever. I don't know if you've seen that stuff. My mind doesn't go with Elliott wave from the start, from beginning. I don't understand the shit that they do in Elliott wave. But I see a lot of people there. What are you doing in Elliott? Elliott wave is kind of tricky. What are you doing there? You just want the signals. You're not getting any knowledge from there. They just give you the analysis. The picture is different. You now come to your own trading. You now analyze the same pair they give you. You're not trying to use the same analysis or the same lines he drew there to. No, you're confusing yourself. When you join communities and join communities that their strategies and their signals resonate with you. That's the reason why I became profitable at this point. It will be a long time of this. It's been 4 years. I think everything hardly. I'm trying to make it easier for you guys. My thoughts were winning. Now stop. That's why I said availability. Availability. You can't be available, still not be available. But available, because I was not listening to anybody. I was stubborn. I wanted to see them saying by myself. Like, if I'm not saying by myself, I'm not hearing. I want that loss you're talking about. I want to lose it. Like, this is bullshit. You should not trade on NFP and you're buying Lamborghini and you're telling me I should not trade. Why are you wicked? No, I'm gonna trade. And I learned it the hard way. All these things are about is how you should trade. 2025 being this is the best way to trade, right? I'm good. You have questions? I think I'm done. All right. This is all I wanted to talk about today. If you have questions, you can ask your questions. Florida, do you have a question?
Yes, please.
All right.
How long did it take you to become profitable?
I started seeing profitability during my third year. That's why I said, yeah, that's why I said everybody's time is different. It depends on your availability to the market, right? And I said you can be available and still not be available. You can be available, but that stubbornness that they are warning you, don't do this, don't do this. If you do it this way, you will lose. But no, you won't use your eyes, see them. You can still be available and not available. You just need to put in all these things I've said today, starting from today. And the secret is repeating one thing over and over and over. And as you're repeating it over and over and over, you're journaling at the same time. That's the only time you can be able to track your success and your failure.
Okay.
You don't need all these communities that are not giving you any value. All these channels up and down that are dropping. Because I know that as a beginner trader, you will surely have nothing less than 10 communities hearing 10 channels that are dropping good signals. You don't need all those stuff. Pick the channels.
So can I have 2 channels?
I said the highest channels you can have is 2. And those 2 channels are channels that you're getting motivations from. You're getting value from. If you know you're not getting value from that channels that are giving you books to read for free, channels that are giving you ebooks to read for free, channels that are dropping YouTube videos that you know this YouTube video has something to give. Not YouTube videos of how I used $5 to make 50K. You know that YouTube video is valuable. Those are the only channels you can be in. You don't need any other channel. it's just confusion upon distraction.
Okay. Okay. And
Now,
then so
yes.
do you um how did you grow in capital?
So now I utilized NFP. I utilized NFPs more to grow capital because my NFPs are always on point, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you know how to trade NFP very well, you can use it to double your money, triple it, and do all of that stuff. It's fucking risky. It's if you, like I said, if you have the balls to put money, to risk money, you can literally put your $100 will go once, but you have the balls to fund again. If you don't have that balls, then fuck NFP. Just fund a cent account. They will give you that $100 as 10,000 cents. Just be risking your 3% and going. There's no how you're trading moving average cross. I will still say it again. You're trading only moving average cross on 4-hour time frame. That moving average cross on 4-hour time frame. 3% per trade. 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. My bro, your 10,000 can never lose. If you're doing one thing over and over and over again, your losses will be covered by your gains.
No, okay. But right now I trade Profem, and then they don't allow news trading.
That's the thing. That's why I said prop firms have rules and regulations. If you know you're going to be able, you need a system that can ground you. Maybe you're the type of person that doesn't follow your rules, your own rules. You now need a system that will give you extra rules that you will listen to. That's when a prop firm is needed. But for me, I need my own. I need to be comfortable while I'm trading, so I trade my money, right? But if prop firm is good for you, fine. If you want to have comfortability while trading, your money is perfect, bro.
Okay, but you know one thing, I wasn't disciplined. That one the issue. I wasn't disciplined, and then I wasn't following a strict risk management. I was risking money anyhow upon any trade that I get together. But since I started trading Profem, I think my discipline and my risk management, like you were saying something about 2:1 risk to reward
Mm-hmm.
together. And since I started trading Profem, I've come to realize 2:1 is, helping me. It's almost hitting TP all the time, like not always, but almost. So now what I'm using is 2:1. That's what I'm sticking to.
Mm-hmm.
So me, I'm getting inspiration from you. Like I watch your chats and all that. I think we talk on WhatsApp and all that. Sometimes I want to buy proper. I ask you, how can I buy the proper
Yeah.
and all stuff. I even passed expanded the phase one and the phase two. The site has gone, like the site is not responding. So I buy a new prop from Marvin, and that one I'm about to pass the phase one. It's left with 1%. I risk 1% for 2%. So we left
Mm-hmm.
1%, then I pass the phase one. So I go next to the, but I'm not aiming to, to get money from this profit that I'm trading, but I'm building discipline and then to follow my rule. Right now, I have rules, strict rule written down that I'm following, and I'm following my risk management. So now I don't trade with fear. I don't trade with emotions or how I feel. I trade my strategy. I risk 1% for 2% like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't trade on Mondays. It's like sometimes Mondays I used to hit SL, not all the time, but I used to hit sometimes. So I have decided not to trade on Mondays. So today I didn't take trade. So from tomorrow going, I'll start to trade. And then when I come to the chart in the morning, like London session, I look out for my strategy. If I didn't see any setup, I don't force it. I come back in the afternoon from 12 to 2. If I get set up, I take it. If I don't see it, I don't force myself. And I'm trading only three pairs, and that is gold, BTC, and then GJ. If I say I will analyze plenty pairs, sometimes I miss entry. I'll get nice opportunity, I miss it while looking at other pair which is not ready. That's why I have sticking to only these three pairs.
Now you see the difference from you sticking to your discipline, sticking to your trading plan and all of that, to when you were not sticking to your plan. You see what the difference is.
Yes.
So it's just proper. Just keep doing it that way, and surely you get to profitability.
Yes.
It's just
And
time. You just need that time.
the reason why I asked you how long it takes you to become profitable, no? When I started to learn forex trading, I came across my mentor, you, and then early bloomer and one other guy. You are four. So you
Mm,
guys are the people who have been watching. I don't look up to Hadifori, Jeffrey Benson and all that. That will give me unnecessary pressure. I'm not there. So you guys are the people I'm watching your charts, how you do your analysis and all that. And then it's been 1 year now, but I'm seeing a very big gap from my starting to now. I'm seeing very far difference.
you will surely see a difference. Just be true to yourself. Have enough time to learn, time to practice, time to execute. Everybody's time is different, right? It might have taken me 3 years. You said you're 1 year in or 2 years in. This might be your year. I have people that 8 months they are profitable. 1 year, they are 6 years, they are that kind of thing. Everybody's time is different. Just do your
Mm,
thing. Make sure you're doing it right. Make sure you're coming, you're showing up every day, doing the same thing over and over and over.
okay,
All right.
okay.
So who else has questions?
So I think I have one question. Just one. You know, can you hear
I
me?
can I can hear you.
For people like for a person like me, let me just say person like me,
Mm,
um, like we've gone from being like craving to trade forex to calming down, and sometimes just wish you don't even go to the church and all of that. But because for a while now, for a while now I've been out, apart from the one we usually do, the normal
yeah.
way which you know about. So apart from that, I've been out for a while now, like trading by myself and all of that. I've been out for a while. Not like I don't know, I still don't get like when I look at stats and all of that, but because of maybe the past experiences and all of that, I pulled out like drastically. I pulled out, not even going to MT5 at that to analyze or anything. And do you think if someone like you raised a capital that is enough, just like you said, it will be possible to go back, like you know, do something in the chat again, or
Now what you would need is to still relearn, because that space you gave Forex, I bet you Forex has left you double. See it like mathematics. You leave maths for 1 day, maths you did it for 1 week. You've left Forex for a long time. You need to relearn. You need to go back to start back testing a strategy. You need to go back to building your risk management, your psychology. You need all of this stuff. You can't just fund an account and think if you go, you will blow it, because the psychology is not proper yet.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why they say if you take a loss, highest you can give yourself is a week break. That's because you took that loss and you're trying to like calm down, calm your nerves down. And when you come back, you go back to that loss and know why you took that loss. That is if you need that break. If you don't need that break, it is not necessary for.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
So any other questions?
Tony,
Yeah,
I have one question. And please, do you use break even in
sure,
your trade?
sure.
Okay. Okay.
As a trader,
Thank you.
you need to know how to use break even. If your TP is 2 to 1, when the trade hits TP1, you move your break even to your entry. When it hits TP2, you're in profit. If it's 3 to 1, when it hits TP1, you move it to entry. When it hits TP2, you move it to TP1. When it hits TP3, you are okay. If it's 4 to 1, just like that, you get. It's just to
Yes.
keep you in check. There is no how you trade it out. I would not advise you to trade it out break even.
Oh, okay. Thank
So
you.
any other person? Now, in the absence of questions, I was going to tell you guys that the purpose of the group, I wish there were a lot of people here, but I don't know, they're not here. Probably they'll be here next week. The purpose of the group is for you guys that are beginner traders to drop your trades. I'll drop my trades on the channel. You guys have the group there. Drop your trades. For those of you that don't have capital to start, for those of you that don't have enough capital, you guys don't know where to start from. I can only help you if I see you're putting in the work. Since when I opened that group last week, I haven't seen one person drop a post, right? Drop your trades just the way it used to happen on Dr. Blue's FX group, on Fire Peeps group, whatever group you know you're on. The same way people drop trades there, drop your trades there, communicate there, and every month I would surely pick one person to fund this account with $50. I mean, I might not fund your account, I might just give you the $50 cash. That is to reward you for seeing your efforts being put. I have not seen anybody posting trades. I don't even know if the 30 something people that are there are traders, because the group is just silent. Nobody has anything to say. Nobody's seen anything. Everybody keeps saying they are struggling, but I'm not seeing the work. I need to see the work, and every month I pick one person and give the person $50. And that person has to be someone that I've seen the person putting in work. I don't care if your trade is correct or not. Just show up. Just keep showing up. That group is for the giveaways. It's for all of the fun stuff. I mean, I've had this channel for a long time. So if I wanted to continue the channel, I'll continue the channel. But I feel like, I mean, there should be another way to like spice things up for you guys, right? So I don't know. You guys claim to trade. Like, this is time for you to start dropping it. Like, let's see what you are doing. All right. And you don't know, like, you don't even know where your help can come from. I mean, on that group, I have my counterparts in US now there. I have people in UK there. I have people in Canada there. I have Nigerians there. I have Ghanaians there. You don't know where you'll be having portfolios. You don't know where you'll be having opportunities to trade. You might be so good. That's how Happy Forex started. Happy Forex did not start with his money. All the money Happy Forex started was from account management. There are people that are fucking lazy. They can give you a large amount because they see you're good. You're just posting and posting and posting. And I don't know, like you guys, you can get opportunities from anywhere for real. So um that's it though. All right. Then for my signals, I'll be posting the signals for 1 month. Then the VIPs begin. So joining my signal is $25. My mentorship is $50. Um, there will be account management as well, but it's a minimum of 1,000. Anything below $1,000 would only be traded on NFPD, right? So if you want me to trade your account for you and it's lower than $1,000, and when I say lower than $1,000, I mean higher than $100, nothing less than $100. That will only be traded on NFPD. But you want me to technically trade your account for you every day through technical analysis trades, it has to be $1,000 and above. All right. I think that's all. So for those of you that were not here, for those people that were not here, I would get the recording and probably edit it and post it on YouTube or something like that for those that were not here. So they can literally have an idea of what we talked about. And I'll be dropping the topic for next week,
Johnny,
Monday. Yeah.
please, the group I'm not in.
You can just go on the channel. You will see where they say leave a comment. You can just click on it, then you take it to the group or something. Or go to the settings of the channel. You would see where it says a group or something. Or I'll just post the link of the group here on the channel to make it
Okay,
easier.
okay. Then post it here, then make I join.
Yeah, you can also share the link to as many struggling traders as you know that need help. I mean, the giveaway you don't know who is going to meet, you don't know who is going to get it. Mind you, is every month.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
so I think that's it for today. I would post the topic for next week, probably today or tomorrow. That's all. See y'all later.